near Dr. Lee's own Connecticut home.
Here, casing.
A crime on a deserted college campus.
The guard would not go any closer to the door. He just pointed to she's in there.
We had a crime scene that had some mysteries to it.
Another investigation requires the forensic skills of Dr. Henry Lee. Susanna Serb had been shot, and her body had been discovered by a security guard. With no witnesses, investigators had to rely on the crime scene itself to point them in the killer's direction. With the help of his colleague, Tim Palmbach, the current director of the Connecticut Forensic Lab, they reconstruct the original crime scene using police photos. All trace evidence is meticulously recorded. With ultraviolet light, Dr. Lee closely examined the white staining on the floor and on the scarf of the victim. To the untrained eye, it was nothing more than a random stain, but Dr. Lee knew that it could be critical. Tests performed at the crime scene indicated that the white stains on the floor were biological in origin, which meant if the sample belonged to the killer, they had his DNA.
Now it turned pink. That shows the presence of an AP, which indicative as semen.
While Dr. Lee processed the crime scene, the police continued to search the campus, with no results. So investigators took a second look at someone they had already interviewed, the security guard who had found the body, Todd McGrath. Police asked McGrath for a shirt and jacket to test for trace evidence. Both were rushed to Dr. Lee's nearby lab.
Here are some very small blood spatters. Those are high-velocity blood spatter, which indicative he had to be close and next to her when the gunshot was discharged.
Dr. Lee also found something else on McGrath's shirt. More white stains like those that had been discovered on the restroom floor. No time was lost in getting a search warrant. The shiny object was a shell casing, and there was more than one, each matching the single casing found beneath Susanna Serb's scarf. It was the first direct link between the security guard who claimed to have found the body and the victim. Now with a search warrant, detectives' next stop was his car.
Finally, when we lift the seat cover, lo behold, the weapon is under the seat cover.
The gun, along with the rest of the evidence, was brought to the forensic lab for detailed analysis. First, the white stains that were collected from the floor of the bathroom would be compared with the deposits found on Todd McGrath's shirt.
It was consistent between these three stains, and it was also consistent with the known genetic profile of Todd McGrath.
And the blood spatter on Todd McGrath's shirt also provided a match with the victim's blood. The gun investigators found in McGrath's car was test-fired to make a ballistic comparison with the bullets that killed Susanna Serb. It was another match.
We found the gun in his vehicle. We found a casing and bullet in his boots. We found casing at the scene. We found bullet in her body. All those tied together shows he in fact was the shooter of this weapon.
The trace evidence told Dr. Lee what happened on that Sunday. It was now clear that Susanna Serb had fought off an attempted rape, and her act of self-defense probably led to her death.
The physical evidence tells us what did happen here. This particular case, we don't have witnesses, but we do have a witness as scientific evidence as our witnesses.